You don't wake up from the dream. You wake up inside it. One sentence flips reality. I am dreaming. For centuries, monks, mystics, and shamans claimed this was possible. But in the modern age, science demanded proof. And in the early 1980s, it arrived. At Stanford University, Dr. Stephen LaBerge wired himself to a polysomnograph. During REM sleep, his body lay frozen, but his eyes darted left, right, the exact pattern he'd promised to send if he became lucid. The signal appeared on the chart. For the first time in history, a human being communicated from inside a dream. That moment cracked the wall between waking and sleeping. Replicated worldwide in Germany, Japan, and the UK, the data held awareness can exist inside sleep. In 2009, Dr. Ursula Voss at Goethe University Frankfurt confirmed the mechanism. Lucid dreamers showed bursts of 40 Hz gamma in the frontal lobes, the same rhythm used for decision-making and self-reflection. Her verdict: lucid dreaming is a hybrid state, neither asleep nor awake, but something in between. Colors inside lucid dreams glow with impossible intensity. One dreamer described reading a book written in an unknown language, yet understanding every word. Another flew through a glass city and felt the wind slice across their face. These aren't hallucinations. They feel realer than real. Still, lucidity is rare. About 55% of people experience it once. Only 1 in 5 manage it monthly. So if it can be proven, can it be taught? And if it can be learned, then consciousness itself may have no walls, only doors we haven't opened yet. Your body is paralyzed, but your mind lights up like a city at midnight. And now it can answer questions. When scientists scanned lucid dreamers, they saw the impossible. The dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, logic, planning, self-reflection, reactivated inside REM. At the Max Planck Institute in 2012, Martin Dressler mapped these patterns. He later said it looked like someone turned the lights back on in a sleeping house. The brain wasn't supposed to do this, but it did. Ursula Voss called it a third state of consciousness. Gamma waves stitched awareness into sleep. Then came 2021. Across 4 countries, researchers achieved two-way communication with lucid dreamers. They asked math problems. The dreamers, still asleep, replied with coded eye movements. Published in Current Biology, it proved consciousness can reason and communicate during REM. In plain terms, a lucid dreamer's brain literally practices being awake while asleep, a mental gym that never closes. Why can some people do this while others never cross over? A 2018 scientific report study showed frequent lucid dreamers have stronger wiring between the anterior, prefrontal, and parietal regions, the brain's reality-checking network. Yet, lucidity is delicate. Too much emotion snaps it. Too little focus, and it fades. Every experiment reveals the same paradox. The harder you try to control a dream, the more it rebels. But the answer to mastering it has been hiding for decades. In methods so simple, they sound almost mystical. In the next act, we'll uncover those ancient and scientific techniques that can make you wake up inside your own dream tonight. If you want to experience it for yourself, make sure you're subscribed to Dark Dimensions X and tap the bell so you don't miss what comes next. Because the door we're about to open leads straight into your sleeping mind. Set an alarm for 3:12 a.m. Wake, but don't turn on the light. Whisper, "Next time I'm dreaming, I'll know I'm dreaming." That single phrase, repeated with intent, is the key to conscious dreaming. It's the mnemonic induction of lucid dreams, mild method, created by Dr. LaBerge. Here's how to do it. Sleep 4.5 to 6 hours, waking near REM. Keep eyes closed. Replay your last dream. Visualize recognizing it as a dream. Repeat the intention. Next time I'm dreaming, I'll remember I'm dreaming. Drift back, holding that thought. A 2020 Frontiers in Psychology review confirmed that mild plus wake back to bed produces measurable lucidity increases. Then there's reality testing. Habitual checks, like pressing your finger through your palm or reading a clock twice. When that habit follows you into sleep, awareness triggers itself. Dream journaling strengthens recall. Record every detail upon waking. Soon, recurring symbols emerge. Your personal dream signs. For the daring, try wild, wake-induced lucid dreaming. Lie perfectly still as your body sleeps, but your mind stays alert. Vibrations, falling, roaring. Hold steady until imagery forms. Step in consciously. Denholm-Aspey studies show the best results when journaling, mild, and WBTB combined with meditation. But overtraining can cause fatigue or brief paralysis, so treat it like meditation, not competition. If you practice tonight, there's a moment just before sleep, a flicker behind your eyes. Don't move. Don't panic. Think. This is a dream. And when the world around you bends like liquid glass, you'll understand. The dream isn't illusion. It's you. But on the other side of that realization, something else may already be aware of you. You're flying, weightless, limitless, until every face below freezes and looks up. That's when awareness turns to fear. In 1989, Dr. Jane Gackenbach discovered two kinds of lucid dreamers: those who healed nightmares and those whose lucidity unleashed them. Later, Heidelberg and Bern studies found lucid training cut nightmare frequency by 40% in trauma patients. Proof awareness can heal. But others describe the opposite. In 2016, Denholm-Aspey's survey of 1,600 lucid dreamers logged reports of worlds freezing, figures turning hostile, voices repeating every word. He called them intrusive dream control phenomena. Neurologically, it's cognitive overload, logic colliding with emotion. But to the dreamer, it feels alive. Ursula Voss warns, lucidity opens a portal to unconscious material. In Jung's terms, it summons the shadow. Everything you repress given shape. Some embrace it. Others wake screaming. Yet others tell the reverse story. Dream figures becoming wise guides, traumas dissolving into light, or meeting versions of themselves that finally forgave them. Sometimes, the same dream that terrifies one person transforms another. Across forums, one pattern repeats. The more control you gain, the more the dream resists. Push too far, and the world collapses into blackness, as if the dream defends itself. Maybe it's just neurons misfiring. Maybe not. Because when you become the god of your own mind, you might find another god already waiting there. They declared death. Then the EEG lit up. In 2022, researchers at the University of British Columbia recorded gamma oscillations, the same frequency linked to lucid dreaming, in an 87-year-old patient seconds after cardiac arrest. They called it a final flash of awareness. Tibetans had long said the same. Through dream yoga, detailed in the 6 yogas of Naropa, monks train to remain lucid in dreams so they can stay conscious through death. To navigate the bardo, the space between worlds. Modern science is finally listening. Harvard's Dr. Alan Hobson called lucid dreaming a laboratory for consciousness. And in 2021, the current biology experiment proved awareness can transmit signals while the body lies paralyzed in REM. If the living can speak from the dream, could the dying? Between 2014 and 2023, Dr. Sam Parnia's AWARE-2 study tracked 567 cardiac arrests. 11 survivors, nearly 40%, reported vivid perception during clinical death, watching from above, hearing doctors, reliving memories. EEG traces showed brief gamma surges identical to REM. Parnia phrased it carefully. Conscious experience may continue during cardiac arrest, though in an altered dimension of awareness, not proof of an afterlife, but a whisper that consciousness doesn't instantly fade. So what if every night you practice lucidity, you're rehearsing that transition? Maybe each dream is a small death, and each awakening a rebirth. When you close your eyes tonight and murmur, "I am dreaming," you're doing what humans have done for millennia, learning to stay awake inside eternity. And perhaps, when the final REM flickers and the world dissolves, a voice, your own, will say, "It's all right. This is just another dream." Because maybe consciousness doesn't end. Maybe it simply wakes up somewhere else. And the last thing you may ever realize is that you're still dreaming, and you always have been.